We're Mike and Marcia Noondorfer, and we're here in front of Maverick. And Maverick is a recently returned motorhome. The clients, Randy and Jan, did an awesome job of designing this. And as everybody that is familiar with the short wheelbase 144 probably knows, it's really a challenge to design it so that you have good space. So we're getting ready to go to a music festival in Hocking Hills. So we really like this, it's awesome. And there are doors to the front, so you could pack, and especially if you have a little more time and you got some containers that would go through those doors, we could have packed clothes and gear in there. As it is, we got everything inside, right?
Right.
So we're going to a music festival, and one of the cool things about this is Maverick has a great rack on top, and you may notice that Randy and Jan didn't put a ladder on the side or on the back. You get onto the deck, and they stargazed from it. They just did a trip out to California and back. A lot of good pictures of them up on the top. So we're going to try to get park in a place where we can listen to the music and watch the acts from the top of the van. I don't know if you want to take a little look at how we packed. We really used the through cabinet quite a bit. We put some plates and everything. I won't go through all the details. All our water's down here, some water there. One thing we like about Maverick a lot is it has a real bathroom and a shower, 40 gallons of fresh water. It has an extension on the shower, so it can come out to about here. Dutch door. The other thing about this, and we have stuff on the front seat, but this has Recaro seats, and are they comfortable? The refrigerator, I don't know, Mitchell, if you want to just take a look at what we have in there, but a lot of homemade soup, apples, some beef stew, and a bunch of other good stuff that Marcia put together. So we're going to be eating healthy. I'm looking forward to losing 5 pounds on this trip.
He always says that.
Pantry, it's actually deeper than the typical pantry. So we have everything from Windex to iced tea to peanut butter and everything in there. And this, of course, goes through to the back, and then overhead cabinets here. I don't know if we even put anything in here, did it? No, this one's empty.
You're kidding.
No, we didn't take a lot of time packing. I guess we probably took an hour last night. This has an awning, of course, screen door like all of our vans. And so we're going to pretend we're at Woodstock, even though it's a bluegrass festival. Well, Marcia's a championship sleeper. She can sleep anywhere, anytime.
My best talent.
We wanted to try out the bed. And this bed, we have custom cushions that go into the flare space. So it's as long as it can be, but it's set up for side sleeping. So we got in it, and it worked fine for me, and Marcia thinks she can fill in where I'm not.
Where you leave a little bit of room.
But we tried it out, and it's going to work. Everything's going to work fine. We're looking forward to it.
You wait for me and pray. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old town of blues. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day.
Hey, Marsh, we're all set up.
We're set up.
We got the bug screen in.
Yep.
Bed's made.
Uh-huh.
And if we look, you look like you fit pretty well in that bed.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to fit.
Well, crosswise, unfortunately. So here's the view out of our bed, essentially. Down there is the main stage. So we should be able to pretty much stay in bed all day and watch. And if we get bored, we'll go up on top. The levelers seem to be big enough so they're not down in the mud, and everything's good. Hi, Marcia.
Hi, Mike.
A little tough getting up out of the bed there up to the top, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I'm
But-
glad you didn't video that.
How's the view?
The view is great. We're at Hocking Hills, overlooking the hills of southern Ohio. It's beautiful.
And the main grandstand is down there. Okay, well, say goodbye. We're gonna go take a nap.
All right, bye-bye.
Marsh,
Hi, Mike.
I'd love to be in there helping you with dinner, but there's not room for two of
That's
us.
right, there isn't room.
Sound up here is still good, isn't it?
That's great.
Well, Marcia and I are back from the Hocking Hills Music Festival, and it was a blast. The people were wonderful, just continuous music, mostly bluegrass, some rock, some folk, even a New Orleans brass band. With Maverick here, which is a 4x4, we snaked right back to the top of a hill. We could open the back. The experience this weekend made me reflect even further on what people want in a motorhome and why they want what they want. One thing I know for sure is everybody's different. We always start with the question, how do you want to travel? How do you sleep? Do you have a dog or a cat or pets? We have a lot of clients come in and they say, I'm worried about finding a parking spot, so I want a 144. And I get it. I think that we all have anxieties, and if that's an anxiety about finding a parking space, you should get the smallest van that you can be happy with. I think what we need to ask ourselves, and we did this weekend, Marcia and I, what's important to us? Well, this bed sleeps crosswise. It's not big enough for me to really stretch out in. I like to help with making meals. There wasn't room for two of us to work here. I think there's plenty of storage space for us. We don't use it much, but it was hard for us to get organized. I think if we took a lot of trips or longer trips in a 144, especially if it's laid out like this, I think we'd have plenty of storage space. So all in all, I think that it's important for us to understand the things that are important to us and the things that might cause anxiety. So I'm not real anxious to sell Maverick. I think it's one of the coolest bands we built. Thanks to Jan and Randy, they just did a super job. The things that they thought of were great. The next owners of Maverick are going to be really have a great vehicle. And so thanks again, Randy and Jan, and thanks for listening.